Hey, how's it going there? Hope you all having a wonderful, whatever day it is that you're watching this. I'm filming this, it's Monday, and I'm just filming this here. I got the in-laws over there just helping Mariana and the newborn just get all ready from bath time and all that. But yeah, you don't care about all that. You're watching this video because you're looking at probably doing two things, and the third thing is what you get when you do the first two. And that's number one, you're looking to increase your income. Increasing your income first and foremost, whether you're in debt, whether you're not in debt, you're just working a job and you want more money, you want to increase your income. If you've ever had the thought, oh, I wish I could afford that, you want to increase your income. If you got to look at the menu prices before you order your meal, you need to increase your income. If you are hungry and you are going through, the hospital cafeteria and it's going to rip you off and you can't eat there, you need to increase your income. And the second thing is you probably just want more freedom. Recently, we just had another baby, and that also marked the beginning of a new chapter in our life. We are now 100% online internet marketers, entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call it. Mariana no longer works. We have no bosses that we answer to. I guess I technically do have some bosses, and that's the 4,000 of you subscribers. I really feel it's my job to serve you and bring you content. And so I kind of look at you as my bosses. But that's a whole nother video for another day. But we don't have your traditional bosses in a sense. Now Mariana has the freedom to stay at home and raise our kids the way I believe it's intended to be. Nothing wrong if you want to be the career working mom or dad. That's totally cool. But, Mariana's always wanted to be the stay at home. And I've always wanted us to raise our children, not a daycare or, God forbid, a school system. So we now have that. And the third thing is designing the lifestyle. And you really need to get the first two down packed before you get the third. But I want to talk to you about just about that one change that's happened in our life recently. I left my job back in springish of 2017. It was roughly about 8 to 12 months after I really started the online. I started Kindle publishing. I started with I started what's inside this book. It's how I made my first $1,000 and scaled it up. But I was able to replace my job from just my Kindle publishing income alone, not any of my coaching or courses or any of that extra income that I now generate myself. It was solely through what I learned in this booklet that I wrote. And I was able to replace my job because of that income. And then I made it a mission to go out and help as many people as possible replace their job, escape their 9-to-5 slave grind, whatever you want to call it, but give them the freedom that they've always wanted by helping them increase their income. And, looking at it now, I was just thinking one of the things, Mariana's just rested up right now and, just healing from having the baby and all that, but she'll be back on her feet next week or so. But one of the beauties is now I never, ever, ever have to hear her say, we can't do that, I need to work. Or, oh, I can't do this right now, I have to work. Or I never have to hear her say that. And you're like, oh, wow, Mecca, that's so childish. I don't know. But honestly, when I have the complete freedom and my wife didn't, yeah, that was frustrating because I had the freedom, but I wasn't completely free because I was still, quote unquote, a slave to my wife's job. That restricted our abilities. Mind you, her boss was a close personal friend of ours. She did everything she could to accommodate our needs, and she's just the most wonderful individual in the world. But Mariana still had her responsibilities to get the job done for her, and that is always being the slave to the lender, so to speak. But now that we are 100% online and we generate all our income from online, from Kindle Publishing, but the majority of it is from my personal brand. We now don't have that. So now we were just looking at booking Jurassic Park tickets, and now we can book it literally I don't even have to ask. I'll still ask her, but we can book it at any time we want, and she doesn't have to worry about, oh, I have this other job, or I have my job, I gotta make sure that this is covered and this and that. We're looking, those of you who've been in our Facebook groups, you know we're having a mastermind in Cancun September 6th to the 9th, a publishing mastermind. Anybody can come. Probably want to be a publisher, because that's what we're going to be talking about. It's going to be an amazing event. It's going to change your business, change your life. It's going to be awesome. We are now looking at staying, not just for that event, but not just a week longer, 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks longer in Cancun area. Playa del Carmen. I believe we're definitely going to go over to Cozumel for about 10 to 12 days, and just enjoy that freedom, because we've been grinding away and sacrificing and doing all of that, and things are finally starting together that we're able to reward ourselves a little bit because of that. And what's the point of this video? Are you going to learn something from this video? Nah, probably not. You're not. If you want to learn something about how to get started, grab the book. Grab the little booklet. It's free. I've paid for it. I've printed 500 extra copies of these because we ran out of the first batch, but 500 left. Go ahead. I've paid for it. You just cover the shipping. Boom, shipped to your door. There's an ebook version as well. It's like $5 if you want that. Links in the description. But this is more of a feel-good video. This is more of a, man, Emeka, what you're saying really resonates with me. What you're saying makes a lot of sense. I like what you're saying. I want that. And hopefully it moves you to take bigger actions, to take bigger risks, to get yourself in a position where you have that freedom. So you can go out and do the little things that you don't realize you can't do if you have a job. You can't do if you got an hour commute somewhere in, like, I don't know, South LA traffic or whatever the case is, Bay Area traffic. You don't have complete freedom, right? If you got to take a train or the public transit system, I don't care how good it might be or whatnot, but it gets clogged up. You're like next to people that smell and they're sweaty. And then the afternoon commute, it's even worse, because now everybody's done their thing and now they're not showered and they're stinky. And that ain't freedom, and that's not what life is really meant to be lived by. So I really encourage you to take my rambling over the last little bit to take what you're doing on this online venture. You're probably doing publishing, Kindle self-publishing if you're watching me, or you might be doing some other stuff on Amazon or whatever the case is. But whatever it is you're doing, take it as seriously as possible. Find the people who are doing well with it and ask them questions. Connect with them. Model them. Do everything you can to learn what they're doing and take risks. Because Kindle Publishing was my out. Kindle Publishing gave me freedom. Kindle Publishing opened up new doors for me. And that's one of the reasons I'm just so passionate about helping other people experience that. That's why. Like, why isn't this book on Amazon? Fuck. Because I'd rather people get this book for free, because I don't want the fact that, it's $24.95 on Amazon. I don't want the fact that somebody might need that extra few dollars, that extra $20. I'd rather have them use that towards publishing their first book than having Amazon take a cut, where they can get the ebook for $5 or just cover the shipping for this book. I think it's like $9 or $10 to cover the shipping there. And that's worldwide. Like $9 or $10 worldwide. So if you live in like Siberia, I don't know if it'll ever get to you, but it's only going to cost you $9 for shipping. It's going to cost me a hell of a lot more to get it shipped out that far. I'll tell you that. I don't know if the Siberian Postal Service is any good, but if you want the physical book, it's $9 to ship it anywhere in the world. I get hit on the extra, it's covered. But yeah, so take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. But there's, like I said, ebook version if you don't care for the physical one. But get serious with your freedom. One life, that's all we get here. One life to live. Make sure you're living it the way you want to live it. That's all I got for today, guys and girls. Speak to you all soon, all right? Take care.